Florida politicians hold emergency press conference from the backlash on the Trulieve-backed legislation that would turn 10,000 hemp license holders into felons.
Some will say this bill will end the hemp industry. Let me be clear, the current Wild Wild West situation, selling anything to anyone, is going to end. We will close the loopholes in state law being exploited to sell euphoric recreational cannabis products without restrictions.
In the United States, the most important and the strongest monopolies are unquestionably those that derive from governmental privilege.
First and foremost, we are here today to protect Florida's kids. Delta-8 THC and other high-potency THC hemp products are currently sold for consumption without restrictions, including to minors. These products have very little oversight now, or there's no labeling on these products. As you can see on the easel next to me, these intoxicating products are being sold across Florida. Each of these images represent product found right here in Florida in our neighborhoods.
They've used examples of counterfeit products that are shipped in here from California that are sold on the black market as representative of what we sell. It's not what we sell.
Cannabis advocate Tom Quigley said inspections prevent misleading marketing already.
2 milligrams will eliminate every full spectrum CBD product that's in the market and eliminate almost 10,000 different businesses' opportunity to sell these products.
Quigley said the bill would be a death sentence for small businesses.
We all have a lot to lose if this bill goes through.
As a grandfather, these projects being widely available to anyone regardless of age concerns me.
Before Commissioner Simpson came in the office, all the information pertaining to labeling requirements was publicly available, and removed immediately once he became commissioner.
What it does is it protects our children. It supports agriculture.
Why is protecting children suddenly so important for Ag Commissioner Wilton Simpson? He was in the Senate leadership for 2 years. And for the past 2 years, FDACS repeatedly asked the Senate and the House to pass bills that would put an age limit of 21 on hemp products and other child and consumer protective measures. We were told no repeatedly. So what has changed? Why the sudden concern for a group that didn't seem to matter much when he had the power to protect them?
It must be a total coincidence that Commissioner Wilton Simpson and Senator Colleen Burton collectively received hundreds of thousands of dollars from Trulieve during their political careers.
Those large and small agribusiness adhering to current Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services regulations should not be concerned with this proposed legislation. Senate Bill 1676 and House Bill 1475 simply create a regulatory framework for the safe production and sale of products made with hemp extract.
I actually want to call this bill the Stay in Your Lane bill. You have a medical marijuana system in one lane, and you have a hemp system in another lane. And the lanes have gotten mixed together. And so this bill simply realigns those lanes into 2 clear lanes. Because for me, the why is so important. We're going to put our children and our grandchildren over profits.
The way the bill is currently drafted, we have a per serving limit of 0.5 milligrams and a per container of 25. Does that sound right? 25.
Of the 2 milligrams per container.
I don't walk into this knowing everything that there is to know about hemp. I admit that up front.
We're trying to build a regulatory structure.
But almost every other case, you have temporary monopolies develop, and if the government doesn't come in to shore them up, they fall to pieces.
Much like we have for other medications in the world, in the United States, certainly in Florida, you can go to the store and you can buy some medications over the counter. But to get that medication at, let's say, double or triple the dosage or the strength, you need a prescription for that.
Monopoly. They get their strength and their support, other governmental measures that interfere with competition by others. What private monopolies there are that have been able to maintain themselves over any long period of time without government assistance?
There's a good chance you've played the game Monopoly. What if one player owned all the property before you ever started the game? Is that fair? No, of course not. So why is Commissioner Wilton Simpson, Senator Colleen Burton, and House Rep Will Robinson trying to create an enhanced monopoly for the 22 permit holders in the medical cannabis program at the expense of the Florida hemp industry? The hemp industry in Florida employs over 180,000 hardworking citizens and contributes over $350 million in taxes to the state budget. It's a $3 billion industry comprised mostly of small business owners that will be shut down if Bill 1475 and 1676 pass. Why are they doing this to the Florida hemp industry? Are there bad actors in the hemp industry? Yes, and FDACS knows who they are. They've known since the beginning of the program. So why haven't they been stopped? Simple. Money and people. We simply don't have enough of either. Wilton Simpson's current Deputy Chief of Staff cut vital positions for inspecting and catching bad actors. FDACS has the authority to remove bad actors with the current statute and rules, but Commissioner Wilton Simpson refuses to allocate the money for the staff needed to protect children from bad actors.
You're going to want to save this. The reality is mom and pop store owners and manufacturers don't know how the corrupt political swamp game in Tallahassee is played. Lawmakers will fool the mom and pops into thinking that only reasonable changes will be made, and then at the last minute they will undo everything, killing the entire industry and handing it to Trulieve on a silver platter. Don't believe me? Ask yourself, how did Florida allow such blatant crony capitalism with our current medical program? Little tweaks, my friend, little tweaks.